I've noticed all the titles in this series are puns. 10 books from now, are we going to scrape the bottom of the barrel for more wedding pun titles? Bride and Doom, Unholy Matrimony, Death Do Us Part.
Argo Funk Book Review, Argo Funk Book Review.
This review was commissioned by Patreon. Patreon! Please give me your money. Mallory and her sister Rachel are doing a wedding for a reality show named I Do. The groom is Bo Wright, country music star and fake southerner with a reputation for chasing women. The bride is actress Dakota Craig, who was a child star, but her TV show was canceled when the lead actress died in a mysterious accident or something like that. I'm sure a mysterious death won't be important to this mystery book. The director of the show is Xavier, who is all about Zen and veggie shakes. The host of the show is the fabulous Adrienne Larson, who starts fights with people for no real reason. Because, reality TV star. It turns out that Adrienne is the ex-girlfriend of Mallory's boyfriend Garrett. Not just any ex-girlfriend, she's the one who had his child and abandoned him with the kid after a month. Poor Garrett. No wonder he still lives with his parents. Bo winks at Rachel because she's cute. Uh-oh. And we learn Adrienne is dating Xavier. That doesn't stop her from trying to worm her way into Garrett's life again and taking control of their daughter. Dakota's bridesmaids are all at a prestigious Dunlap Academy. Ellie Barnes is a teacher, and her younger sister Leia is a student. How awkward would it be if you were a student in your big sister's class? The maid of honor is Ginger, the headmistress. Ginger has made a lot of enemies with her attempts to modernize the school. She has a nasty showdown with Helene over whether or not they should use an expensive tiara at the school's winter ball. Ginger refuses. Helene has a huge meltdown at the ball when she discovers Mallory didn't follow her decoration plans. Helene is so insistent they use the tiara, she actually steals the tiara from Ginger's safe. Wow, why do you care so much, Helene? It's not like you're going to be the prom queen. At the end of the night, Ginger is found dead in an office. She was poisoned with cleaning chemicals, and the valuable tiara has been stolen. Dun dun dun. It's the exact same murder method as the death from the TV show 13 years ago. Murder borrowed, murdered blue. They decide to hold Ginger's memorial on the morning of the wedding. Mallory talks with Dakota and learns that all of the wedding plans are actually the mother-in-law's idea. What Dakota really wants is an outdoor wedding with pink flowers. So Mallory starts planning Dakota's real wedding in secret, trying to keep everything hidden from the mother-in-law. It's like she's planning 2 weddings at the same time. Mallory decides to give the mother-in-law's wedding decorations off to a friendly local guy, Owen, the handsome hipster. Owen must be the most eligible bachelor in all of Port Quincy because everyone is in love with him. Like, Dakota still has a crush on him from 10 years ago. Ellie was once engaged to him. He had weekly dinners with Ginger, and Rachel asks him out on a date. Xavier asks Rachel and Mallory if they want to host their very own TV show. I thought this was a trick or a prank or something. Like, no way a professional Hollywood director would just give a show to 2 random wedding planners he never met before just out of the blue. But no, it's real. He wants to give them a free TV show. Rachel is all for it, but Mallory doesn't like the idea of leaving town for half the year. The 2 sisters fight over the show multiple times, especially when Rachel goes behind Mallory's back and tells their parents. Rachel also writes out a plan for ditching Mallory and doing the show herself. Wow, Rachel, you're a bad sister. In the end, the sisters decide to... Oh, this is awkward. They forgot to resolve the storyline. It turns out Ginger had a secret boyfriend. Mallory wonders if it could be Owen, and multiple women vehemently disagree with the idea. He couldn't have a secret girlfriend! That's not fair! They set up flowers in the greenhouse. Mallory's flower book notes that some of them are poisonous. Adrienne warns Mallory to stay away from Garrett, and she has her daughter's braces removed without telling Garrett first. Things reach the breaking point when she tries to convince the daughter to live with her for half the year. Bo attempts to kiss Rachel, and he gets mad when he sees his fiancée talking to Owen. Bo is a total hypocrite. Xavier proposes to Adrienne, then immediately collapses from plant poisoning. He is sent to the hospital in a coma. Mallory and Rachel search everyone's rooms. Bo has women's clothes in his room, so either he dresses up in women's clothing when no one is looking, or he's got a secret girlfriend. Either way, they probably should tell his fiancée about this. Xavier's room has hidden pills, and the poisonous flowers are hidden in Adrienne's room. Adrienne is quickly arrested. After this, the culprit mails a piece of the tiara to Dakota, and they hide the rest of the tiara in Mallory's greenhouse, trying to frame her. Culprit! Somebody else has been arrested for your crime! Why not let that person take the fall for everything? Why are you going out of your way to frame other people? You're just telling people the mystery still has yet to be solved. They go to Dunlap Academy to watch a slideshow that Leia prepared. Mallory hears someone moaning. She discovers a drugged-out student lying on the ground with a syringe. Hidden under her bed is Ginger's tablet. It's quickly revealed that this student was selling drugs on campus. She killed Ginger because she was about to be expelled for it. At the wedding rehearsal, Bo gets drunk and drops one of Ginger's hair clips. Bo was Ginger's secret boyfriend. Yeah, he cheated on his fiancée with her maid of honor. That is awful. Dakota calls off the wedding, and Bo is arrested for Ginger's murder. Again, the culprit has a golden opportunity to get away with everything by letting someone else take the blame, but no, they commit another crime. Specifically, they try to poison Owen. Mallory drinks the poison by accident and winds up in the hospital. She talks with the mother-in-law and realizes two things. Number one, mother-in-law is secretly stealing Dakota's money. Number two, mother-in-law is covering for Xavier. Xavier is the culprit. That is, he killed the TV star 13 years ago. Conveniently, this night, he wakes up from his coma so he can confirm his guilt. He tries to attack Mallory, but it turns out that someone who just woke up from a coma is not in any condition to be fighting. They have the funeral and everything seems to be wrapped up when Mallory notices her plant book on Leia's shelf. Yes, Leia is the culprit. She stole the plant book so she could figure out how to poison people, and she keeps the book out in the open where anyone can see it instead of getting rid of it. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Leia pulls out a flashlight and pretends it's a gun. Mallory is totally fooled by this. Leia explains her crimes, and she takes Mallory out to the woods, planning to drown her in the lake, but Mallory gets saved by Ellie. Xavier and Leia get sent to jail for their crimes, and Dakota ends up marrying Owen. I'm sure all the women in town are disappointed. The end. Post-book follow-up. Something strange that I noticed immediately is that Chapter 1 was clearly not written at the same time as the rest of the book. Chapter 1 gives a general introduction to Helene and her relationship to Dunlap Academy. Chapter 2 gives the exact same introduction again, only with slightly different wording. It's not bad, it's just weird to have two near-identical explanations so close to each other. I think a good editor would have caught that. The book also has two intros to the TV show from 13 years ago, but those are farther apart, so it's less of a big deal. Helene was the main fake-out suspect of the book, but I wasn't fooled for a second. Helene is the main villain of the series. They would never get rid of her by making her a culprit. Especially since Helene's story was paired with a minor subplot, setting up the wedding in Helene's family as next book's main storyline. Similarly, I knew Mallory wouldn't take an acting job, because no way would they get rid of the wedding planner job in the wedding planner series. This book appears to have been well received, aside from some complaints about character overload. I half agree with the character overload. I think both of the mother characters could have been cut from the book without affecting the story too much. The fact that they're very similar characters doesn't help. I did like seeing several characters from previous books make one-scene appearances. I thought that was neat. Overall, I liked the book. I think the culprit's plot could have been workshopped a little more, because there were multiple points where the culprit would have gotten away with everything if she had done nothing. I also think the ongoing Mallory-Rachel fight should have been resolved. I'll take off a point for both of those things, but not for any of the other issues I brought up. I give A Wedding Planner Mystery Number 3, Murder Borrowed, Murder Blue, an 8 out of 10.